Being labelled a hypocrite by his own colleagues for selling his story for $150,000. It's a tell-all interview that it's going to centre around his love child with partner Vicky Campion.
Yeah, the problem is this deal coincides with Ms Campion filing a complaint about the media revealing her pregnancy. So let's get today's take on this from Shelley Horton from 9honey.com.au. Comedian Mikey Robbins. Shelley, you're shaking your head because, I mean, all he's done since this
Shake away, Shelley, shake away.
All he's done since this affair started is ask for privacy. Guys are going to need privacy. Then the baby comes. I need privacy while I'm doing this photo shoot and story about privacy. And now, can you pay me for my privacy?
So we know the cost of his privacy is exactly $150,000 and he is no longer entitled to privacy. He now has opened the floodgates for paps to be outside his house to get photos. This is actually quite appalling, and I think that money, the fact that it's going to his son, does not make me feel better. It should go to charity. It should not be happening. And that's the precedent that makes me angry, is he is a paid public official. We have the right to question him on some of his, decisions.
I think it should come out of his pension.
I actually think that this is a very slippery slope. So what, next time Pauline Hanson does something, she's like, I'm not going to explain myself until it's a paid interview.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of questions being asked about politicians being paid at all, and I think questions about Pauline Hanson's appearances on other networks as well as a regular guest.
Yes, absolutely.
Lots of questions about that. But what do you think, Mikey?
Well, I think Anthony Albanese came out this morning and said, this is, you're right, it is a very slippery slope. But the guy is still a backbencher. He is still a member of Parliament.
He's earning about $200K a year.
Look, quite frankly, I think people should be, I have no problem with people making money for whatever they're worth. Quite frankly, though, whoever at Channel 7 reckoned Barnaby's worth 150 grand, don't say goodbye to your Christmas bonus. If I was Barnaby Joyce right now, I would take some advice from Seinfeld, episode 8. Episode 8, season 7.
Not that you're a fan.
This is so specific.
Yeah.
What?
So ready for this.
There was that moment where George Costanza realised that everything he did in life was making everyone annoyed with him. So he decided to be opposite George.
Yeah.
And then suddenly his life turned around. Barnaby, whatever you think is a good idea, do the opposite.
Okay, it's reached that point, you think?
Do the opposite.
Reverso world.
Maybe you're in Mr Joyce's constituent. Let us know. But we'd like to hear from you on Facebook and Twitter. Do you think he's worth 150K? Should he be paid at all as being a sitting member of government? Let us know.
It's a good point. All right, love to hear your views. Now, also making news, schools in South Australia are being warned that they could face discrimination complaints if they don't allow girls to wear long pants or shorts. The state's Equal Opportunity Commissioner says making girls wear skirts and dresses encourages children to adhere to set gender roles and can actually limit their potential. What do you reckon about this, Shelley? Because I know when I was at school, we led a bit of a movement at our public school to actually allow girls to wear shorts, and we won. It was great, and it changed the way we all participated in sport.
Exactly. I mean, this is just another way of girls being held back, and it's honestly as simple as that. You don't want to be embarrassed about a skirt flipping up if you're participating in sport, or if you are, running to catch the bus. You don't want any of those concerns. The boys don't have those concerns.
Exactly.
So let's not, make it that way. And I think that, the fact that it has to come to a discrimination commission issue makes me feel a little bit sick. It should just be common sense.
Yeah.
And catch up. It's 2018.
It's totally common sense. In my illustrious 12-year career as a school child, I never had to worry about my shorts flying up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear you girls talking about it. That never crossed my mind.
And it's a really fragile time of your life as well.
You get embarrassed easily.
And also too, shorts have pockets. We have pockets. Pants have pockets.
Yeah.
Pockets are a handy thing. Mind you though, we are talking particularly these are private schools. These are schools that still think it's okay to wear a straw boater in the 21st century.
Hey, listen, if Elton John could wear one in a video clip, the kids can wear one.
There's an old saying, Elton John looks good in a straw boater, you don't.
Yeah. Love your views. Today at 9.com.au.
Yeah, Shelley and Mike are going to stay with us. When we come back, the new push for all fast foods to be served with sides of fruit. That's going to go over well.
Now, there is a push for all fast food to be served with a portion, not of fries, but of fruit or vegetables. Researchers at Melbourne's Deakin University say that all meals should automatically come with water, salad or fruit, unless the customers ask otherwise.
All right, let's get today's take on this with Shelley Horton and Mikey Robbins. Shelley, this is all about combating obesity. So, look, do you think this is going to work? Maybe the water thing I was just thinking about then. I don't think anyone's going to ask for a salad with their burger, but to not have the excess sugar in a cup come at you, that might work.
Look, We have to do something. Do I think this will work? Not really.
Yeah.
Does anyone want a side of apple slices with their burger?
No.
Not really. If you're walking into a fast food shop, you're not making healthy choices anyway. The water, I mean, the amount of calories that people drink and they're not even really aware that they're drinking them, that could make a bit of a difference. But I just want to say, let's give it a go. I'm dubious.
Really?
Let's give it a go because you know what? Maybe if there's 1,000 tiny little changes like this, we will have a collective change.
I don't know. I think it's tinkering at the edges.
Well, see, I just want to clear up one fact. Banana thick shakes are fruit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, you have fruit away.
Bring it on. I don't
Fruit
know
away.
if they're real fruit.
Right, but
It
Mikey.
could be in a colour jar.
Flavouring.
Bit of flavouring.
463.
Actually, I reckon Shelley's hit the nail on the head. This is like just moving things around the edges. I think what we need to do, and this is what none of the big chains will admit, is that I've got nothing against junk food. My wife and I have a rule: if we're in the car and the trip is more than 100 k's, drive through. But the thing is, it's not about what people order when they get to the fast food restaurant. It's the frequency of how many times they eat at the fast food restaurant.
So how regularly they go to the
that's what needs to be changed.
Well, how do you do that?
How
though?
do you do that?
That's really
If you're of a low-income family and you want to feed them all, and that's
I
the
know.
way of feeding them all, that's the way to do it.
God, yeah.
You
So
know?
many big issues, yeah. But you're right. It's such a big problem.
We've got to do something.
Yeah.
We've got to do something.
But-
And you know what? Let's just chip away at it. Not real chips.
Yeah.
Not fries.
I so want chips now.
Fry away.
Like extra chicken.
And also,
thighs.
one minute, daiquiri's a fruit, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
daiquiri.
they put fruit on the side.
Daiquiri's a fruit.
That's a real umbrella too.
Now, finally, Mariah Carey has sold her 35. Isn't it? Can you really get a 35
Yeah, I know.
carat
Look at
ring?
it. Look
Really?
at that.
She got it from her ex, James Packer, and she reportedly pocketed a tidy $2.7 million for the diamond, for the bling, despite the sparkle being worth around $13 million. Would you pay for someone's secondhand?
Yeah, of course.
Bling?
I've got no problem with that. But I understand that you got to get the bad juju off your hand.
That's the thing.
So the whole thing is that's cost her $10 million to get depackered, and I think that that's completely fine because I think jewellery holds the energy.
So what about the person who bought it then?
No, I think this completely. No,
no,
it changes. Like then
what-
you clean it.
This cash converters is really paid under.
It was really weird. Apparently, she went in at 4 in the morning and said, "How much will you give me for this?" Look, the weird thing is because in most legal situations, an engagement ring goes back to the person that bought it. Because
That's not true.
It is true.
You know, it's not true. You're
I watch a
making
lot
that
of
up.
Judge Judy shows.
Yeah, this is not true.
He's talking in America now.
Because
It's a gift.
It's given as a gift, but also too as a gift requiring a promise that has been being seen through. If the promise falls apart, it then should go back to.
Does that mean it's a payment?
Wow, that's a whole other
That is
discussion.
That's a whole other discussion.
Payment, that's what you're
So
saying.
that means that a woman who gets an engagement ring is basically a prostitute.
I
Don't
didn't say
take it up
that.
with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I did say that. I did say that.
Take it up with Judge Judy.
Wow,
That's
you've been
what-
watching too much daytime.
I know.
I've had a cold. I've been watching way
Yeah,
too much
yeah,
daytime.
yeah.
Judge Judy and execution.
Oh, Shelley
Go
and
to
I'm
Facebook.
Mikey.
the only thing I will say is I have no problem with any of it except that it was a very bad business deal to lose $10 million.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
come
true.
on.
That is
Oh,
true.
she's fine.
Yeah,
She'll
yeah.
be fine.
She's fine.
All right, let's go into Facebook and Twitter. Let us know what you'd do if you lost your engagement ring to somebody
yeah.
else. Would you get it back? Would you pawn it?
Give us your views. Love the show. Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Thanks for coming
Yeah.
in. Now, coming up on Today Extra, what you need to